Hey guys, it's me KB and welcome to episode 84 of the Road to Glory. Well, being as it's all Christmas this weekend coming up for us, we decided to do all our champ games in the space of, well, Friday night I did the first 5 games, and today, which is the end of this recording, I did the remaining 15 games. Yeah, it was a hell of a time. It's just seeing this is the first game, and it's already 3-2 in the 63rd minute. Now, the main thing you got to know about this weekend, what I felt is a huge difference, is there's so many goals being scored. It's insane. It's just crazy the amount of goals that are scored compared to another weekend. Like, there's just so many goals scored for us and so many goals scored against us, which is just like, it's crazy. It's just crazy the amount of goals that are scored. Look at that. That's a terrible goal that we scored as well. But just like the sheer amount is insane. Is just like, I just can't even speak. Like, just, it's crazy. Lucky for us in this first game, or is it unlucky for us in this first game? Because we start to do alright, we start to take control, and he just scores that header, goes all the way to penalties, and we end up losing our first game, which isn't ideal. It's never ideal to get off to a losing start. You always want to get off to a winning start in champs. It helps. If you start with a loss, it can motivate you, but it can also get in your head. And you know that you want to start off with a win. You want to start off with a W. And we get into the second game. We can see Trader from penalty. He hits the gritty on us, which is absolutely mental. But just I don't know what it is. Like, just this is a weekend that we like have no evolution Australian players in the squad. This is the weekend that we have a full force 11 of our best players in the club. And obviously, yeah, I know, like, it comes down to the player as well. And as you guys have seen, I'm not like top 100. No way. I just can't get top 100. There's no chance. I just don't have that mentality as a player. But I can easily get 11 wins a weekend. No problem at all. For me, it's just that final push at the end to get to 14. Which, you know, do we get 14 wins this weekend? Well, you'll see by the end of this video. But it's always been that little push for us. Before this weekend, we've hit 13 twice. The last of which is the most heartbreaking because we were 12 and 5. 12 and 6, sorry, with 2 games remaining. No, we weren't. What were we? We were 13 and 5. We were 13 and 5 with 2 games remaining of the previous weekend, and we lost both the games, and it was just, oh, it hurt. I just couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. I thought for sure that the previous weekend would have been the one when we hit the 14 wins, but it wasn't. And just, you know, like, some goals that we're scoring, like, they're not all beautiful goals. Then there's a lot of jammy goals that we're scoring. There's a lot of jammy goals we're conceding. But that's how this game has always been, and it's just going to continue to be that way. One of the previous videos, there was a comment saying that it's not a road to glory of points, and, you know, road to glory can be interpreted in different ways. My intention was to never use points, but just the way that the road to glory was going, we needed an influx, and I decided to put someone for the, was it Black Friday weekend? And we just kept doing it. But I think we're at a stage now where I feel like we should, from this point onwards, just stick with it as it is. Just keep going with the coins. I think the points has been used enough for this series. I like, the whole point of this series was to use the Australian players as much as possible, and right now there is none in the starting 11, which is by choice. We did have Carpenter right back. Obviously, we packed Cafu, which, you know, kind of not a no-brainer, but when we packed Cafu, he had to go. He had to. Carpenter was doing a good job for us. She wasn't bad or anything. She was good. She was solid. But again, it's just that player where this is the upper echelon and back here. Everyone else down here. Just can't propel yourself right to the top. You're at the very elite. You're just not at the top, which is the problem. McLaren as well. McLaren has played over 500 games for us. And he's scored nearly that many goals as well. I really like him. But the main problem with McLaren is his dribbling. Now, not every player in this game needs incredible dribbling to be good. But the way that the game is played, it heavily favors small, agile dribblers. And it leans towards that. And you can play a game without dribbling easily. Like, you can play with strong attackers, brute force attackers, and you'll be fine. But it's so... Like, if you take a look at that guy's front five, you have what? Neymar, Mbappe, Stoichkov, De Jong, and his other right mid, Dembele, I think. What do they all have in common? They're all small and agile. And that's the thing. Like, I want to use McLaren, but his agility and balance is insane, but his dribbling and ball control stats let him down. And I'm not sure if it's his body type or what it is, but his sprint speed and acceleration is definitely not what it is. But speaking of McLaren, he does come off the bench to give us the win in this game, scores the winner in extra time. So, you know, he still has his impact here and there, but it is disappointing that he is no longer in the starting 11, which, you know, it is a shame. But eventually I do, the point that I'm getting to very slowly, bear in mind, but the point that I'm getting to is that I do want the Australian players to be back in the starting 11 and be the focal point of the squad. I do eventually want a full Australian 11, as Bon Marty scores an absolute beautiful goal there, and we get a rage quit win. But the problem is, with the Australian players at the moment, attack is fine. There's no problem. We've got great attackers. Midfield is okay. New evolution came out today that Francois could fit in and get a +2, and a really positive boost on defensive stats, which he lacks in. Not terribly lacks in, but he does lack in a bit. He's not a shooter either. He's got like 60 odd shooting. He's a dribbler, and his passing also will get increased with this evolution. So I just like watching a few other high level content creators. I agree with their perspective on evolutions. I feel like when they came out originally, they were, as soon as they were out, done. Like, you would put someone in it straight away. That's it. But I feel like doing that, you're missing out on chain opportunities. Now, the Relentless meets Radioactive, which is the left back Radioactive evolution, you'll see in probably the episode after this one or the one following, we did choose a play to put into it, and it cost 100,000 coins. And you know what? I was just debating not doing it because I'm like, before the Pacer Winger, Relentless Winger, and the Trailblazer Interceptor, I think it was, I didn't do them. Now, it wasn't because I didn't want to. Those ones I just forgot. I like the claim by and expires. I just didn't read it properly. So the actual evolution, you have to start it way before it expires, and I didn't read it, and I let it sit, and it expired, and I was like, where the hell did it go? But yeah, so we missed the boat in those, and I just thought, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to choose a player, because why not? You know, why not? So we just chose I can't remember the name of him, but we chose a left back that can also play right back, and now with this evolution, we'll get him 5-star weak foot. He's only a bronze, but he's got like 80 something odd pace, with like 70 odd physical, so he's not terrible by any means. But with evolutions, like, they're already behind the power curve, which is a shame. Like, this opponent's Alvarez. This guy was a good player as well that we came up against, but this guy's Alvarez is one of the only evolution players that we that we see the whole weekend, which is mental. EA seem to be capping them at like a certain level. They're like, we don't want bronze players to go to golds. They did that once with the gold glob. Haven't seen it again since, which is a shame, because I thought it would be really cool if we get that like once a month or even like once, you know, a week. That'd be amazing. But they didn't do it. Garnacho is another evolution, but again, like one or two, beautiful touch by Bonmati there, but like one or two evolution plays. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame because you'd want to see more, and the fact that the goalkeepers, the way that it seems, the goalkeepers aren't going to be able to be evolved, which it sucks and it's a shame, because Australia has Mackenzie Arnold and Matty Ryan. They're both gold, but they're both like 78 and 79 rated. Mark Schwartz over gets a hero card. I'll be buzzing, and he will go into he'll be the starting goalkeeper, but it doesn't look like it's going to be for this year. They have added players in the past. Obviously, Frank Giscoli got added in the second month of the game, but it doesn't look like that's the case. So even when the Australian squad, the defence, which is the problem, mainly the centre backs, we have Carpenter evolution on the right back, which is fine, and Catley, who could have went into detail oriented, but we chose not to, and Leaks. If you don't want to hear it, don't listen to the next part. At the moment, we're 11-6. 3 games remaining. We win all 3. We hit 14 wins. But there is a left-back evolution supposed to come, and Catley will fit into it. So that is one that we will do. The centre-backs are the problem. We obviously have Troin, who can play CDM and centre-back as well. Whether, you know, there is another evolution coming that he will fit in. He will go to not like upper stats, but he'll go to very good stats. And the question is just, do we want to use him in that evolution? That's the problem, because if we do, I feel like he will get capped at that certain level, and that level that he will reach, as well as the playstyles that he will gain, will take him over 8 playstyles, and it will leave him at some very high stats that he may not be available for more evolutions. But we did win that last game, so it's come down to the final 2. If we win these 2 games, guys, we get the 14 wins that we've been looking out for so long. The game doesn't start well for us, so we go 2-0 down, and guys, unfortunately, the game freezes. And it stayed like that for a few seconds. I sped up this time. It actually lasted twice as long. We lost the connection to our opponent. And unfortunately, guys, when it came back on, it booted us off the service. It said we lost the connection to the internet straight up, but my internet was fine. My home internet was still on. There was no worries there. So we give away our last game. Look, we were 2-0 down. We probably weren't going to come back in that game anyway. That guy was a decent player. But it's FIFA. It's FC24. You never really know what's going to happen, guys. So another disappointing weekend where we fall agonizingly short of 14 wins. But that's it for the post-com. Let's get into these rewards. And so, guys, our Foot Champs weekend ends not with a bang, but with a whimper, as we were 2-0 down in the penultimate match, and we lost connection. We booted from the EA servers. My other internet was fine. I checked it. Everything else was working. There's nothing wrong with it. We just got booted off the servers. Who knows if we would have came back in that game the way we were playing? Probably not. But we do finish rank 5 again. We are unable to hit 14 wins once more. The search goes on. So we claim the first of the 484 pluses. Nothing exciting here. It's just Peugeot, Marriott's 2 walkouts. Is the third one also going to be a walkout? I don't know what packs we can open either. It is, we do get 89 Rodri. So we managed to get an 86, an 87, and an 89 from the play picks. No special cards, not surprised in the slightest. But for now, guys, we're going to head to the store and see what packs are there to be open. So they're not. That's one, no. The tradable one should be here somewhere. There's a tradable one. What about here? Alright, well, how about we're just going to open the small prime Electrum players pack. And we'll open the 85 double. We can't reach the rare players pack or the ultimate pack for now. It's just going to be Christian Eriksen, And this one, yeah, I mean, look, up and down this whole weekend league weekend, like, it's just, it is what it is, really. Like, we started not too great, going 3-2 in the first 5. Then we won our next 4 out of 5. And I think we lost the next 3 out of 5 or 4, and we might have went 1-4. And then we just couldn't reel it back in towards the end. So it's just, I don't know what it is. It's like we get 11 wins, no problem. It's like 11 wins, easy. 14 wins, and we're just can't get up there. Just can't get up there. It's just, we just can't reach it. Just can't break through that glass ceiling to get there. Which sucks, because we can get there. I know we can. We've hit 13 twice. Hit 12 this weekend, giving away our last game. There's no point playing it. I mean, you don't get anything for 13 wins, do you? But hopefully that's an 85, not the 83. But I was really hoping that this would be the weekend. With it being Christmas very soon, the only good things about that is that some new players will get the game, and hopefully maybe some not so good players will be getting on the game. So we're going to open that tradable 85 double, hope for a special. It's not a special. We just want to see Sam Kerr here. It's Parejo, and it's not a double walkout. That's pretty much the summary. That sums up how I feel about this weekend league at the moment. Parejo and Onana. I don't know if there's anyone here that I can bring down. Maybe Romero. No. I know I've used someone. Maybe one of these players. Sure, I used. Alright, so those players can go out to a trade pile. That is that pack done, the 85 double. I really want to get into evolutions. But there's more evolutions to come, and I'm worried about starting one of them and getting stuck with a player that just can't be involved. Where we've got a lot of saved packs for Team of the Year. There's a lot of 85 doubles that just seem to be so bad. How many have we got of these ones? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 9 of them. Tell you what, we'll open one more. We'll open 2 more. We'll open 2 more 85 doubles. And that'll be the end of the episode. Variety, so it's just, look at that, man. It's not even another walkout. That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about, man. That is just, the pack luck is just insanely stupid. It's so bad. Variety is tradable. If we can save him, we will. I just don't know what. Maybe Bruno Guimaraes. Yeah, Bruno Guimaraes was used. Alright, so Variety can go up to trade pile. Can be saved. And we will open another 85 double to take us down to 8 overall, and that will be the last one because these packs just ain't it at the moment. Best we can hope for is a walkout Argentina striker. We get a walkout Lautaro Martinez. It's not a double. Hopefully, you know, there's no 85s that we need. I'm pretty sure we've got everyone in the game that's 85 rated. Martinez and Shaw, they're both tradable, so we'll both save them later. But for now, guys, I think that is going to be the end of the episode. If I can save any of these players, I will. Otherwise, I'll build some more SBCs off screen. See what we can get involved in. There's one that's saved. The rest are not. But that's going to be it, guys. So, only a few rewards today. Weekend League. Disappointing we can't hit that 14 win stage again. We will get there eventually. I know we will. Okay, I know we will be able to do it, but it's just one of those things. But if you enjoyed the video, guys, give us a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're new around here. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.